4, 3, 2, 1.
Studio Classroom is recording.
Please stand by.
Studio Classroom is on the air.
Welcome to Studio Classroom on the air. Thank you so much for joining us here today. My name is Gabe.
And my name is Anne-Marie. We have a great article lined up for you today, friends. I'm very excited to get into it. So let's start with a question. Here's our question for today. Have you ever used Snapchat?
Well, that's a good question. I have never used Snapchat, actually. I remember when it first came out and my friend said that he was receiving pictures from people and that after he looked at the picture, then it was going to disappear soon?
Yeah, that is the basic idea of Snapchat. It's a messaging app, or rather a photo exchange app, but nothing is permanent. So your messages and photos disappear after a certain amount of time that you set. I used Snapchat a long time ago, but only for a short amount of time. I re-downloaded the app this past week because I saw that our lesson was about Snapchat, and I tried it a little bit. Maybe I could share some more of my thoughts later, but today's lesson is talking specifically about one aspect of Snapchat, and that is Snapchat's augmented reality.
Okay, we have talked about augmented reality in recent months, as well as virtual reality. Let's see what these have to do with Snapchat, what they are doing with it in our lesson right now.
Snapchat's augmented reality. Taking pictures of real things with virtual editions. With a myriad of active users, mostly young people, Snapchat is one of the most popular social media sites. One of this platform's features that is most in demand is its AR lenses. AR stands for augmented reality, meaning that it shows people a combination of real life and digital images. For example, a lens might show an image of you with your real background, but replace your face with a dog's face. Studies show that 71% of Snapchat users make use of AR every day.
Hi everyone, welcome to Language Lab. I'm Jack. 我们先来看 myriad 这个名词，意思是无数或是极大数量。譬如 myriad numbers of mosquitoes come out after it rains in the spring. 春雨过后，蚊子都出来了，多得数不清。或者是 When Lane and Brad were in New York City, they saw a myriad of coffee shops wherever they went. Lane 和 Brad 去纽约时，无论走到哪里，都看到数不清的咖啡店。再举个例句 ：Life is full of myriad possibilities, so never give up. 人生充满无限的可能，所以永远不要放弃。接着来看 make use of 这个片语动词，意思是运用或是利用。譬如 Phoebe told Sarah that she would make good use of the birthday gift she had given her. Phoebe 跟 Sarah 说，她会善用她送给她的生日礼物。或者是 I always give items I no longer use to a store where other people can buy and make use of them. 我都会把用不到的东西送给一个商店，让别人购买，好好利用。再举个例句。Dr. Brown is so popular that when he gives a speech, we make use of every chair in the auditorium. Brown 博士非常受欢迎，他演讲时我们都会用到礼堂里的每一张椅子。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
All right, friends, make sure you make use of those words and phrases. Let's talk about Snapchat's augmented reality. And just as a reminder, because we have talked about augmented reality and virtual reality recently on the program, let's talk about it again right now. I think of the difference between being inside and outside.
Oh, so you're saying with augmented reality, it changes your surroundings,
Yeah.
but virtual reality makes it feel like you're inside of something different.
Yeah, you're getting inside of another world with virtual reality. So if you have VR goggles or something like that, a VR headset, sorry, then you're entering into another world. And you use virtual things with augmented reality as well, but that's the idea, is that you're in the real world, but you're using your device and it's showing you some things that are not actually in the real world with augmented reality. Now that word augment also reminds me of music, Anne-Marie. You are a musician. I mean, you play piano.
Yeah.
Did you ever learn augmented chords?
Yeah, well, augment just means to make bigger. So when you have augmented chords, you're adding tones onto the top of a chord.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of jazz music incorporates augmented tones, as well as diminished tones, right, or chords, making the chords a little bit smaller. Well, let's get into Snapchat here, taking pictures of real things with virtual additions. And a virtual addition is something, you know, that could be added to a picture. So you might have a picture of something real, but then there's something cute that is added to that picture.
Yeah, for example, like the picture we just saw, the little face with the cat ears, maybe you look like an animal. Something else is added onto your face that wasn't there before. Well, we read here with a myriad of active users, mostly young people, Snapchat is one of the most popular social media sites. Now, when I read this sentence, I thought, how many users are there? And what is the percentage of young people? So I did a little bit of research, and it turns out Snapchat has 293 million daily active users.
Wow. Wow, 293 million daily active users.
That's people who are using the app every single day.
Okay.
Are you ready for another statistic?
Give it to me.
Okay, so 82% of Snapchat's users are 18 to 24 years old.
Well, that sounds about right. Any more statistics?
That's all that I wrote down here.
Well, you could find out more about Snapchat and who is using it and what makes it special. But yeah, that is quite a bit. Those are the active users, right?
That's right.
293. So if you are using social media, but maybe you're not using it every day, you could say that you're inactive or not very active on that platform. But that's a lot of active users.
It really is a lot of people. Now, we aren't going to focus on so much what Snapchat is and what it does today, but some specific features that the app offers. So let's get into that here. One of this platform's most popular features is its AR lenses. Now, what is a lens?
Yeah, well, a lens is something that you can see through, okay? So if you have glasses, well, you can see through those glasses. You have lenses on your glasses. Maybe you wear contact lenses. Maybe you have a camera where you can switch the lenses, right? So lenses are something that you see through, and it looks like Snapchat has incorporated these augmented reality lenses.
That's right, and we are learning that augmented reality, we are abbreviating that by AR. AR stands for augmented reality, meaning it shows people a combination of real life and digital images. So once again, talking about those lenses that you see when you hold the phone up to your face is real, right? That is you that you see in that selfie mode, but it's combining your real life image with a digital image, and we have some examples here.
Yeah, exactly. Now, before we get to those examples, you could use that sentence pattern in different ways because you can combine different things. You can make them come together, right? For example, I think that Sesame Street is a combination of education and entertainment, and they do that very well. Can you think of any other ways to use that sentence pattern?
All right, well, here's some of the examples. We read here, a lens might show an image of you with your real background, but replace your face with a dog's face. You can do this with all different kinds of animals on Snapchat.
Anne-Marie, doesn't this sound like something that our kids would really enjoy?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, my daughter likes to play with the filters on my Instagram app quite a bit.
Yeah, my sons really enjoy the filters online when they're talking with someone, like their grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah, making their faces look like little puppy faces.
So this is not really a new idea. A lot of apps have this option. Studies show that 71% of Snapchat users make use of AR every day. All right, well, we have more to learn about these AR lenses in just a moment, but right now it's time for us to go to today's InfoCloud.
Hello friends, welcome to InfoCloud. Hey Andrea, you know the pandemic is affecting the economy in a negative way. However, I saw some businesses that are bucking the trend. They are making a lot of money.
Oh, well, which ones?
Well, supermarkets are doing really well because people are cooking at home more than eating out.
And I'm sure businesses in the medical or pharmaceutical fields are growing steadily as well. Now, why don't you explain what bucking the trend means?
When something bucks the trend, it is going against the trend.
So they are doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing, or they are having different results than others.
That's right. The word buck means to go against or fight against. When someone or something bucks the trend, they are being very unique and special.
Well, when people around you are not practicing their English, we hope that you will buck the trend and practice and speak English every day.
今天跟大家分享的用语可能在亚洲比较少听到，那就是 buck the trend。buck 有对抗或反对的含义 ，trend 就是潮流 ，buck the trend 就有逆势或是逆潮流的意思。例如，在疫情时期百业萧条，但是某家公司却一直在成长，你就可以说 That company is bucking the trend in this economy。在经济不景气的情况下，那家公司却是逆势成长。这就是今天的 InfoCloud， 我们下次云端见。
Studio Classroom is on the air.
All right, let's continue our lesson. Actually, let's rewrite the lesson a little bit, shall we, Anne-Marie?
Okay.
I need a couple of nouns, just 2 nouns.
Nouns?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, how about some animals?
I like animals.
Okay, let's do camel.
Camel.
And zebra.
Zebra, wonderful animals. This is how our lesson continues, friends. Snapchat offers 2 kinds of AR lenses, camel lenses and zebra lenses.
I think I might have actually seen those on the app before.
I wonder what that would look like. Like, does everything appear in black and white stripes with a zebra lens?
Maybe it makes your face look like a zebra.
Yeah, or maybe your head has 2 humps like a camel. I don't know. There are so many different types of lenses out there. Let's continue our lesson right now.
Snapchat's augmented reality. Snapchat offers 2 kinds of AR lenses, face lenses and world lenses. Face lenses modify images of faces, as in the previously mentioned example of the dog's face. World lenses change pictures of items around you. For example, they might add an item into a picture. Snapchat offers over 2.5 million lenses, many designed by users. It has a feature that lets you try out lenses conceived by others and select some for personal use. Some favorite lenses include one that makes users look like a 3D cartoon. Another makes it appear that the subject of the photo is smiling, even if they weren't. And a third superimposes flames on the subject's glasses.
OK， 接下来来看 modify 这个动词，意思是稍作修改、调整。譬如 After George lost his leg in an accident, he had to modify his house so he could get around. George 在事故中失去了一条腿后，他不得不改造房子，好让自己能够移动自如。或者是 You can modify the soup recipe to suit your taste. 你可以根据自己的口味调整这个汤的食谱。再举个例句 My mother was good at modifying old clothes so they looked stylish. 我妈妈很会修改旧衣服，让衣服看起来时髦些。最后来看 conceive 这个动词，意思是想出或构想。譬如 Bethany used every argument she could conceive of to persuade her parents to allow her to go to Europe for a month. Bethany 用所有想得出来的理由来说服她的父母，让她去欧洲1个月。Conceive 原来的意思是受孕或是怀孕，譬如 Madison was finding it very difficult to conceive, so she went to a specialist. Madison 发现自己不容易怀孕，就去看了受孕专家。Conceive 还有理解的意思，譬如 When people from the South visit the North in January, they can finally conceive what cold temperatures feel like. 当南方人在1月去北方的时候，终于能理解寒冷的温度是什么感觉了。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
Thank you so much, Jack. All right, we're talking here about face lenses and world lenses. Face lenses modify images of faces, as in the previously mentioned example of the dog's face. Now, you see the words previously mentioned. We could also use the single word aforementioned. You could say, as in the aforementioned example of the dog's face.
That's right. Or you could say the aforementioned dog's face. So that's saying what was previously stated, previously mentioned. It's just another way to say that phrase.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than saying the dog's face example that we talked about earlier.
It is. It's definitely a more shorthand way to say that. All right, well, world lenses are different. They change pictures of items around you. For example, they might add an item into a picture. Now, I believe I figured this out when I downloaded Snapchat, and it's kind of like those Zoom like backgrounds you can put on when you're in a Zoom call. Like it makes you look like you're in an office or makes you look like you're in a different place.
Okay, yeah, so it's kind of interesting. It's a way to kind of spice up your photos or your videos. Well, we read here something interesting, that Snapchat offers over 2.5 million lenses, many designed by users. I do like this aspect or element of what Snapchat is doing, is that they're allowing a lot of their users to define their own feature or design their own features.
Do you think you would like to design your own lens?
I think it's a great idea. I mean, I don't use Snapchat, but if it might be a selling point for me to start using something if I knew that I could make a change in that world. Kind of like, with line stickers, right? I have a few friends who have designed their own series of stickers that you can purchase in the Line app and start using yourself. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. Well, we're reading here that some of the most popular lenses include one that makes users look like a 3D cartoon. I tried some of these. They do some really funny things with your face. Another makes it appear that the subject of the photo is smiling, even if they weren't, and a third superimposes flames on the subject's glasses.
Okay, well, the idea I get with superimposing, I think of Photoshop, right? So you can take a photo or a video and add some other things to it to make it look like something else is part of the photo. That is superimposing things onto it. That's an interesting idea though, right? Like what if someone's really angry and they're using this lens to make them look like someone else wants to make them look like they're really happy.
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of funny, but also, is that okay?
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of fun. Well, anyway, we did talk about how many of these things are designed by users. That reminded me of the word designer. Let's see how the word designer is used in today's skit.
Welcome to my fashion show. I am Desi. I am a famous fashion designer.
Of course you are. Everybody knows that. Your work is so stylish.
Yes, and today I'm showing off some of my latest fashion.
Oh, wow, these are wonderful. You're an amazing designer.
Yes, I know. Look at this one. I chose the red color on the sleeves, I chose the gold details, and I selected the buttons. I put everything together. It's so perfect, and I am the designer.
It's wonderful. It's perfect. How about this dress? It's pretty amazing too.
One of my favorites. It's lovely, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's so beautiful. I can see why you are a world-famous designer.
Yes, I know how to create wonderful, wonderful clothes.
Oh, and look at that outfit. I've never seen anything like it. It's your best design ever. Oh, you are a top designer.
That is not my design.
No, it's not?
No, that's the janitor.
That's not a model?
No, it's the cleaning man.
Well, I love your outfit. Who's the designer? Where can I get one? Check the collar. Oh!
All right, well, sometimes when you read an article or something, it might leave you with a certain feeling or impression, and that's just what has happened with me with our lesson today, and Anne-Marie perhaps as well. What thought or word comes to mind when you think about Snapchat's augmented reality? Well, can I go first?
Sure. What did you write?
Cheap thrills.
Cheap thrills.
Yeah.
You think Snapchat's augmented reality is a cheap thrill?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's cheap, basically free for everybody who uses Snapchat, right? So a cheap thrill is something that is cheap or free to use, but it provides some kind of entertainment. Usually it's not very long. You know, that type of entertainment doesn't last very long, but it's for the moment. That is a cheap thrill. Anne-Marie, what do you think?
I would have to agree with you. Actually, I'm going to use my my whiteboard word to give a little disclaimer to our friends at home and just say, please, if you're using Snapchat, use it responsibly. There's actually a lot of controversy surrounding Snapchat and the way young people use it. It's a way to bully others. It's a way for people who would want to hurt children to send them pictures that then get deleted. It's also a way that people have been stalked before because of the way the app can track and show other people where you are. So although it is mostly all in good fun, we just have to make sure anytime we're using social media to use it responsibly.
That is a great reminder. Of course, Snapchat offers some fun things. I even found out they offer some kind of way for you to earn a certificate or something like that. So you can further your education using Snapchat. They offer quite a few different things. Tomorrow we're going to learn about some of them, but right now, that's all the time we have for today, okay? Cheap thrills, use Snapchat responsibly, and we'll see you next time right here on Studio Classroom.
A good friend lasts a lifetime. I am so proud to have you in my life. A good friend lasts a lifetime.